Metatron, heart freedom. Greetings, I am Metatron, friend to thee, enjoy to be invited, although I must say that I did really invite myself. And why have I come? Well, I am always here with you, but tonight I step out, for it is time for you to be free within and it is time for you to be free without. And what do we mean by this freedom? It is the freedom to have the heart lead. For when you have the heart lead, you walk in a different way, you speak in a different way. Yes, you even eat in a different way, for you understand and are filled with the joy and the gratitude and the appreciation of what you are ingesting. When the heart is leading, the heart even radiates out a beautiful vibration that even makes your food taste better and your water taste better. But sometimes one does not feel free to let the heart lead, because humans have been taught, they have been shown by example and programmed that it is more important that the others lead. They are told what to do, and there must be competition, and there must be getting ahead of another, and there must be differences. But when, beloveds, you find the pathway to your heart, you are finding the pathway to freedom. And you say, Metatron, but how can I do that? I don't understand. And that is why I have come, to remind you that is at your beckon and call at any time. There is a song that is always singing inside thee. I ask you to listen to it, to listen for it. And when you have a feeling that comes and you realize that is not a feeling, that is allowing me to feel free and to feel peaceful and to feel at ease within myself, and that can even be a physical issue, I ask you to take a moment and acknowledge that there is a tightness, for that is what these things are coming to show you. We call them the knots in the tree of life, the knots that do not allow the heart energy and the divine energy to flow. For when it is flowing, you are feeling the freedom, because there is a freedom for this godly energy to go throughout your very essence, and the pathway there is through the heart. So let us now take all that is not allowing you to be in the flow of what we call Shefa. Even if it is another person, the frustration, the anxiety you feel, they form knots, tightness in different aspects of your very sacred being. How do we untie those knots? By the love that comes from the heart saying, I see you, and I understand that I have this issue right now. And that is quite okay that I have that issue. I am not going to look down upon myself, because I am remembering that I always have the divine energy flowing through me, that God is breathing through me. And we take those sad ones, the frustrations, the anxieties, the terror, the worries, and we say, I see you. I acknowledge you. I am sorry that you are caught. Let me help you. Let me help you release and breathe with your heart. It is as simple as that. Breathing with your heart is a signal to us to come and help thee. So do it now again. Breathe with your heart, and the radiance that is vibrated out will transmute all that is bothering you. So my dear ones, let us breathe, let the heart breathe, and let us untie the knots. And now watch one by one all that you wish to release, physical, emotional, mental. I bring you a golden heart that is within thee, so you that may use that heart to find your way through the knots and experience the freedom that you have always meant to experience. It is your birthright. Farewell. 5/5 energies. The ascending may be feeling over-emotional as many aspects of the previous self comes to an end. Many are closing out this past life chapter that no longer serves the higher purpose at play. Ascending individuals are currently encountering heightened duality within and in the changing world. May is set to be a catalytic month, shaping the next 2.5 months, and energetically impacting the year ahead. This planetary period leads to a stronger collective intuitive awakening and a deeper awareness of unity and interconnectedness. The planet is undergoing significant shifts in polarity, paradigms, and discoveries, with the upcoming activation of the 5-5 portal leading to changes in polarity structures. Truth will be illuminated between separateness and low consciousness, symbolizing a mass global awakening. The month of May is an action month of big changes charged with electrical energy and intensified by the number 5. This energy activates changes within, explore new ideas, pursuing goals, passions, and desires. 5 to 5 portal activation will highlight repeated numerical codes such as 5, 505, 515, 555. 5 numerical sequences will play a significant role in the energy of May. The number 5 represents change, shifting out of comfort zones, seeking meaning, travel, freedom, adventure, restlessness, resiliency, and versatility. It is urging us to step out of existing comfort zones. It is a time to pursue soul passions, dreams, and purpose with enthusiasm and courage, trusting that self has the ability to overcome any perceived challenges that may arise. May encourages bold communication and expression, to live authentically. It is a month to release attachments and to trust in the unknown, embracing adaptability and living life to the fullest. Ascending humanity is uniting as the mainstream matrix dissolves, leading to profound outer changes and the establishment of new community structures. Global events lead to a loss of trust in government bodies and a shift towards rebuilding political structures guided by higher intelligence. Further revelations of political corruption and mass disclosures will prompt a major reevaluation of global leadership. The shift into 5D planetary consciousness will bring innovations and justice, shaping plans for a new global era by January 2026. The cosmic energy of the 5D shift is transforming the ascending mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, raising consciousness levels, creating a transition to a new Earth reality. As darkness recedes, we will experience increased love, unity, peace, and knowledge globally. Next week is infused with extraordinary surges of energy due to a series of intense solar flares and solar storms. These cosmic occurrences are influencing the emotional state of being. This may cause fluctuations, fatigue, and an overall sense of feeling drained. Sleepless nights, restless mornings, and increased levels of anxiety are common experiences during this time. However, amidst these celestial disturbances there is a collective feeling of expectant changes ahead. The heightened cosmic activity is amplifying sensitivity and refining our intuitive abilities. This leads to profound insights, revelations, and a newfound sense of clarity. Despite the challenges that come with this surge in energy, there is a higher possibility of personal development and expanded consciousness as we all navigate through this period of cosmic intensity. During the ascension journey, a great deal of inner change takes place. The constant letting go of the past is essential for personal change and genuine self-empowerment. The theme of May revolves around reclaiming inner power, living in truth, accepting reality, releasing fear, keeping up with new earth changes, and seizing opportunities with trust in the universe's ascension support. The ascending are tapping into the language of light and activating the crystalline heart and divine DNA expression. Ascending individuals undergo higher activations at this time to transfer their energetic blueprint systems for ascension and self-actualization. In loving and devoted ascension service. Source inspiration by Ascension Lightworkers. Hakann, attention is healing. My dearest brothers and sisters, this is Hakann speaking. I greet you in peace and love. In last week's message, it was discussed that a person's attention can empower a god. That's how powerful you are. And that's the reason why gods like having people pray to them, or do rituals for them. Your attention empowers them. In spiritual circles, the idea of manifestation is also common, that if you focus on something, you manifest it into reality. Admittedly, there are some caveats to this, including if your soul, or if your subconscious doesn't want that thing to get manifested, then it may not be manifested. But still, there's truth in this idea. Today I want to share another area where your attention can have a noticeable impact. Namely, to an extent your attention can be healing. If you listen with full attention and a loving heart to someone else, and don't give an excessive amount of unsolicited advice or personal opinions, then that is subtly healing to the other person. Indeed, practically everyone likes being listened to in this way. This can be a beautiful exchange and interplay of energies, although it can also be imbalanced if one person always wants to be listened to and is never the person listening. If you're an action and solutions-oriented person, it can be good to realize that listening to someone actually is an action you're taking that is helping that other person out. And if a person vents first, and then later does their own inner observation, or takes practical steps, then that can honestly be quite appropriate and helpful. Now granted, it's dysfunctional if a person keeps venting and never observes what's going on inside them, and never takes practical action. However, that doesn't mean that venting is always bad. And listening to someone vent can be a helpful action you can take, if you feel up for it. Your attention is also beneficial to your own body. For example, your science has realized that there are a whole lot of benefits to be had by doing stretches. Well, part of that is that when you're stretching, you're implicitly paying attention to parts of your body that otherwise you might not pay attention to, such as your legs. Conversely, if a person spends every waking hour playing video games or watching television, then they pay very little attention to their body, and their body often deteriorates as a result. Now, this doesn't mean that you can never play video games or watch television. It just means that it's good to have something in your day where you're paying attention to your body, whether that's walking, sports, yoga, stretching, a body scan meditation, or something else. Your focus can even heal unwellness in your body to a degree. I'm not saying that for the average person this is a universal miracle cure. Yet, sometimes when a person is unwell they will be tempted to withdraw attention from their body, because it hurts. When actually, paying more attention would be beneficial, even though it might be painful in the short term. You can remember this via, pain means pay attention inwards now. Similarly, your attention can be healing psychologically. If you just observe whatever comes up, without immediately trying to change or suppress, or judge it, then that will create psychological wellness, in you over time. Granted, you may have to observe the same thing several times before it's healed, but this basic practice is still very beneficial. You may experience the fear that if you actually observe what's going on inside you, that it'll hurt more than you can bear, or that it'll psychologically destroy you. Almost always that's just not true, it's just an unfounded fear. Just because you experience a fear, just because you think a thought, doesn't mean that fear or that thought is actually true. Still, if that's stopping you from looking inside, then it would probably be a good idea to visit a psychologist or spiritual healer. So, your very attention is healing. You can think of it as, your attention supplies energy that then helps something return to its natural state, which is beneficial. Harmful or painful things are often distortions and aren't the natural state. It can be good to do something every day which involves you paying attention to your body, whether that's walking, or stretching or yoga, or a body scan meditation, or something else. I hope this was helpful. With all my love. Your star brother, Hakann. Article on Pluto retrograde. Pluto, planet of transformation and rebirth, goes retrograde today, May 4th, in the sign of Capricorn until October. Why do I say Capricorn? Because if you look at the sky, you will see that Pluto is in Capricorn, not in Aquarius. Simple, isn't it? For more information on why Western astrology uses faulty data, check here. Of course, that means that we have only just begun the era of Pluto in Capricorn, which means that we will see power struggles and a change of power for the next 20 years. All of this we can witness in the world events that are playing out currently on planet Earth. With Pluto going retrograde today for the next 5 months, this means we will revisit and reevaluate themes around power, control, and building for the long term. Since Pluto is the planet of transformation and rebirth, it means that a part of us will be let go of, or die, to be replaced with something new and better. That is the transformation or metamorphosis that will happen in the next 5 months. If you want to see how this will play out for you personally, locate 3 of Capricorn in your sidereal birth chart. Once you've located this, check in which house it falls, and then you know which life domains this retrograde will touch. For example, if 3 Capricorn falls in the 7th house, there will be a focus on relationships. Please note that Pluto retrograde is nothing extraordinary or special since it occurs every year, and since Pluto will be in Capricorn for the next 20 years, we will revisit these themes for the next 20 years. That, however, doesn't mean it will not have an impact on our lives, because it's an opportunity for all of us to transform at a deeper level in all matters regarding power. It's about remembering that we are the Force. The latter is powerful. The Star Wars credo, "May the Force be with you," is nothing but the Catholic victim consciousness and duality in an SF jacket. Please Force be with me. There's no power in that. I am the Force. That's true power as a tree establishes out unity with Source. Take care, and until next time. Stefan, Source, arrayofflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light. Click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.